Welcome to Wildlife. Get ready for moments that shock, amaze, and leave you speechless. Real emotions, unexpected twists, and scenes you'd never believe without video proof. Let's begin. Have you ever seen a tractor like this? I'm shocked. It will never cause a traffic jam, because cars can simply drive right under it. Rain and frost together are a deadly mix. They can destroy even huge trees like this one. A man forgot to pull the handbrake on his car. When he came back from the store, he was in shock. At first he thought someone had stolen it. This is the danger of cheap electric cars. They can catch fire on their own. This one burst into flames while parked, and firefighters had to tow it away burning so the fire wouldn't spread to other cars. The man behind this truck must be an extreme racer. Even when half his truck fell off, he just kept driving like nothing happened. This girl lost her balance on a branch, but what happened next turned into an unbelievable stunt. Even she couldn't believe it. In China, they created an innovative automatic hospital bed, a true breakthrough for patients and caregivers. This smart bed helps people get in and out with ease, making life so much easier for doctors and families. The reflexes of this cameraman are unbelievable. He saved a reporter from a ball flying straight at her head. New Halloween costumes for kids amazed all the neighbors. At first, I thought this was AI generated, but after watching closely I realized these are real Transformer costumes. A security camera caught the road starting to collapse into a huge hole. One driver noticed in time and swerved, but the black Skoda Fabia didn't, and instantly paid the price. In this classroom they made a funny rule: if you beat the teacher in rock, paper, scissors, you don't get homework. But somehow, the teacher always wins. Truck drivers know crazy hacks. No rope? No time? Just use a simple wooden board to tow another truck. This cheerful girl tried to pose near a barbecue, but just look what happened at the end. She never expected that prank. Every kid dreams of shoes like these. With just a few quick moves, they transform into roller skates. This teacher put foil cups on his head to show students how static electricity works, a shocking demonstration. Even the strongest athletes couldn't make a pass like this wind turbine did. This is better than any car alarm. If thieves saw this, they would die laughing. What an idea! Instead of dumping gravel and sand into potholes, this man throws in whole bags of cement. He stacks them like bricks, adds water, and soon it turns into solid concrete. That's how people build walls, reinforce slopes, and even make temporary roads. Simple, cheap, and unbelievably effective. This woman worked hard to clear her driveway from snow, but sadly, she'll have to start again. These fans saved a racer's life with simple hand signals. If he hadn't slowed down, there would have been a deadly crash. Daughter of the Year. She's already practicing to be a real hairdresser. This athlete truly believes he can fly.
Weather on this side of the
Look at this
tunnel.
tunnel. On one side, thick fog. And on the other side, bright sun and perfect weather. A fisherman's worst nightmare, all his rods tangled at once. Now he has to reset everything. Look at this gravel road, perfectly laid out. To do something like this, you must be a true professional. Vast farmlands in the US have turned into wild forests. How do you bring them back to life? The radical solution: 2 bulldozers dragging a giant steel chain that rips out all the brush and young trees by the roots. This man brought a chainsaw to cut through layers of old posters on a billboard. They were stacked almost 10 centimeters thick. Never attach a tow rope to the suspension spring. This mistake can cost you your car. Cheap electric scooters can be dangerous too. They can catch fire right inside your home. In this case, it's not even clear what happened to the apartment. Transplanting massive trees sounds impossible, but modern machines make it real. With giant claws and blades, they dig out the tree with its roots and move it like a living giant to its new home. A clever BMW driver didn't have enough space to park, so he just painted a new line himself: "No ticket today." This plant is called the sensitive mimosa. Touch its leaves, and they instantly fold up to protect themselves. Nature's magic trick. This man refused to sell his land and house for $50 million. Now it looks strange surrounded by luxury villas, but he stood his ground. This Robinson helicopter looks like it's trimming trees, but in fact, it was making an emergency landing. Luckily, the pilot managed it safely. The air bike is not science fiction, it's a real flying motorcycle created by Polish engineer Tomasz Patton. Powered by 4 microturbines, it can reach speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. Hydroforming metal spheres looks like pure magic. Under thousands of atmospheres of pressure, flat metal stretches and transforms into a perfect round ball. Here's one of the strangest toilets on a ship. It goes straight into the sea. The fish seem to love it. Why do they spray water on trains in Japan? First, it cools the body of the train, which overheats at high speeds. Second, it keeps it clean, reducing dust and dirt. A cooler, cleaner train moves faster, quieter, and saves energy. This car glass really lives up to the promise. It doesn't scratch at all. In China, they invented a rolling simulator that looks like a boat. Athletes can train year-round and stay in perfect shape for competitions. This Indian man is a real hero. When he saw a child fall from the platform, he jumped in and saved him from a train rushing at full speed. These unlucky policemen had the worst day. The criminal's car drove past the spikes untouched, but the police car behind hit every single one. No brush to clean the snow off your car? No problem, just give the job to your kid. The car is clean, and the child had the time of their life. How clumsy can you be? In just seconds, this guy managed to burn both his iPhone and his couch. This is a Dacia 1300 from 1969. For Grandpa, looks don't matter, the car runs, and that's enough. Not sure if this is a movie or real life, but this man in a sports car drifted around 3 police cars and escaped. This truck has a giant screen on the back. Drivers behind can see everything and know exactly when it's safe to overtake. These waves are deadly. Sharp rocks and strong currents make escape almost impossible. Luckily, a rescuer jumped in just in time to save this man. Have you ever seen a photographer this intense? Other photographers were shocked. Some even ran away in panic. Here's the fastest delivery worker in the world, Amazon Prime. But rushing too much has consequences. She forgot to set the handbrake. Here's proof that a smile really can fix anything. This funny scene, the man was stunned. He had no idea who stole his bag. This restaurant in Thailand gives discounts if you're slim enough to squeeze through their frame. This man wanted 15% off, but only managed to fit through the 5% one. Moving a heavy load with 2 cranes, what could go wrong? Well, everything. Both cranes and the cargo sank into the water. When crossing a river, the Land Cruiser went first. Its raw power helped pull out an even bigger SUV stuck in the water. This fight ended in laughter. One fighter made his opponent laugh so hard, the referee had to stop the match. What's better than riding your homemade bike downhill? Well, maybe not finishing in a swamp like this guy did. Meet the Lynx M20, a robot that walks, rolls, and survives hell on Earth. It climbs stairs, moves through rubble, rides as fast as a bike, and carries up to 50 kilograms of gear. This isn't sci-fi, it's real, built for missions in the most dangerous disaster zones. Where humans risk their lives, the Lynx M20 goes first. The capsule with an astronaut re-enters Earth, blazing through the atmosphere, slowing down, opening parachutes, and finally landing safely in the ocean. Rescuers were ready, and even dolphins came first to greet the hero. In China, an electric bus burst into flames and set 4 other buses on fire before firefighters could arrive.